Comedian FunnyMaine on a Friday. Yes, I am ready for some college football tomorrow. This week will be like none other this college football season, which is just flying by. The playoff rankings have finally been announced, so a lot of teams know where they stand. They're about to start jockeying for positions. We got ranked on rank. We got some teams on the road. It's about to be an extravaganza of good college football this weekend, and you know I'm ready to talk about it. I'm a fan, not an analyst. FANalyst is on right now. Turn it all the way up. Do I believe the top three are overrated due to a weak schedule? Well, I wouldn't put Ohio State in that category. They've definitely had some quality games. Michigan and Georgia, the schedules look soft so far, but it's about to pick up. So, I don't think either of the three are overrated right now. It is indeed the battle of the Gamecocks of South Carolina versus Jacksonville State out of Alabama, not Florida, a campus I know very well. I'm telling you now, the 7-2 Gamecocks of Jacksonville State, man, they're about to give South Carolina all that they can handle. They've had some big wins in the past over schools like Florida State. They are licking their chops. South Carolina, y'all better come ready to play or y'all going to get that L tomorrow. I'm telling you. Will Clemson get bowl eligible with their remaining games? Listen, they're at 4 wins. You got to get the 6 to be bowl eligible. Remaining on that schedule, they got Notre Dame, Georgia Tech, North Carolina, then South Carolina. It's going to come down to the wire. You would think that they could possibly get the wins over Georgia Tech and South Carolina, but we'll see. I think it's going to be a photo finish. It's going to come down to the last game to see if they can get those 6 wins. Do I think Oklahoma State will upset Oklahoma? After 2 rocky games versus South Alabama and Iowa State, Oklahoma State has beaten both of the ranked teams out of Kansas, and they're averaging 40 points per game the last 3 games, whereas Oklahoma is coming off a loss to Kansas, and they struggled against UCF. I think the time is right for Oklahoma State to really cause some bedlam this weekend and take out their rivals at home. Does a one-loss Pac-12 champion qualify for the playoff? I would say yes. When you're talking about teams like Washington, Oregon, even USC with their slides, UCLA, they have been, if not the best, the second best conference in college football this year. So if their conference champion has 1 loss or less, absolutely put them into the playoff. Who's going to come away with the win, Ole Miss or Texas A&M? Listen, I think at this point, Texas A&M is just playing for pride. Everybody has counted them out. People are talking about their coach and his buyout. I've been talking about it. But Ole Miss only has 1 loss to Alabama. So if they keep winning out, they've got a lot to play for. Maybe they can get to Atlanta for the first time. So I think they're locked in. And then this is an early game in Ole Miss, in Oxford. Give me Ole Miss in this one. Who's on upset alert this weekend? I've already talked about it, but I'm going to bring it up again just so y'all know I'm serious. South Carolina Gamecocks, Jacksonville State University is not about to come in there and play with y'all. That's my upset alert for this weekend. Do I think Missouri can pull off the upset against the Georgia Bulldogs? Missouri's got a great team. If there was ever a year for them to sneak up on them, it would be this year. But what I've seen out of Georgia, especially against Florida, they're just too big. They're just too dominant. They're just too talented. I can give you a slight chance, Missouri, but I think Georgia is locked in right now. So I think Georgia is going to win this one. Who is more on the hot seat, Jimbo Fisher at Texas A&M or Sam Pittman at Arkansas? I'm going to say Jimbo Fisher by a lot. I just don't think the expectations are as high at Arkansas. Of course, they want to win, but I think the good season that Sam Pittman had last year is going to give him a little grace moving forward to get it turned around. But with Jimbo, all this money on the line, all the expectations at Texas A&M, that seat is fiery hot. And the number one question y'all have asked me 50 different ways. What does Bama have to do to win this weekend? I think they got to hold LSU to under 200 and 100. That's 200 yards passing and 100 yards rushing. And whether that rushing is the great running backs of LSU or Jaden Daniels, I think they got to limit, LSU on the ground. And I also think the first team to 27 points is probably going to have a good chance to win this ball game. But that's what I think Bama has to do. I know this college football season is flying by, but we are getting closer and closer and closer to the conference championships and then the playoffs and the bowl season. This has been an amazing season so far, and it's only going to get better these last 3 to 4 weeks. So just hang in there, all right? Make sure you come here every Friday so we can break down and talk about all these games. I want to get your questions in. Follow me on Instagram, Comedian FunnyMaine. I'm a fan, not an analyst. FANalyst. Let's do it again next Friday.